Bangladesh's Foreign Minister Dr. Khalilur Rahman elected President of 85th Session of United Nations General Assembly. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman congratulated Foreign Minister on his victory in post. For the barrage project to provide irrigation facilities to 4.7 million hectares of land possible through and help reducing drought and salinity, opine experts. This year's budget focusing on protecting of low-income people, expanding healthcare, developing business-friendly environment and deregulated economy, says Finance and Planning Minister. Border Guard Bangladesh BGB to take tough stance against pushing and pushback at border, says Home Minister. Health and Family Welfare Ministry announces 3-month program to tackle dengue situation across the country. Court completes recording depositions of prosecution witnesses in case of child Ramisa's murder in capital's Pahlavi area. Israel launches fresh attacks in southern Lebanon, killing at least 8 people despite US President Donald Trump's announcement of mutual de-escalation. And in Edinburgh, Bangladesh beat Scotland by 34 runs in 4th match of Women's T20 Tri-Series. Assalamu alaikum. Welcoming you all. News at 10. This is Nazmin Khalik Zubair. You have just heard the headlines. Now move on to the details. Bangladesh Foreign Minister Dr. Khalilur Rahman has been elected President of the United Nations General Assembly (UNGA) for the 81st session, competing against Cyprus. In the ballot, 190 votes were cast, with Bangladesh receiving 99 votes and Cyprus receiving 91 votes. The voting to this prestigious post was held at 10 a.m. New York time in the General Assembly Hall, UN headquarters, on Tuesday. The outcome of the election was announced around 9 p.m. Dhaka time on Tuesday, following the completion of vote counting.
Having obtained the required majority, His Excellency Khalilur Rahman of Bangladesh has been elected President of the General Assembly at its 81st session. Bangladesh, 99.
In accordance with the established regional rotation, the President of the 81st session of the General Assembly was elected from the Asia-Pacific group. Bangladesh last held the prestigious position in 1986-87, when then Foreign Minister Humayun Rashid Chaudhry was elected President of the 31st General Assembly. 4 decades later, the country sought to reclaim the post and succeeded. The 81st session of the UNGA will open on September 8, 2026, with a high-level general debate commencing on September 2022. The President is elected directly by the member states in the UNGA, with each country having 1 vote. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman congratulates Foreign Minister Dr. Khalilur Rahman on his election as the President of the 81st session of the United Nations General Assembly. In a congratulatory message tonight, Prime Minister said this achievement reflects Bangladesh's increasing contribution and credibility on the global stage. The Premier also believed that Khalilur Rahman will proudly represent Bangladesh and forge connectivity, dialogue and cooperation in addressing mutual multilateral shared challenges. Prime Minister with him every success in this new responsibility. The proposed Padma barrage project is expected to provide irrigation facilities to around 47 lakh hectares of land, bringing major benefits to agriculture and the environment. Experts said the project will help reduce drought and salinity, restore biodiversity, and increase agricultural production. It will also preserve water during the dry season, improve the navigability of rivers, reduce dependence on groundwater, and help protect fisheries and the environment. Besides, the barrage is also expected to create new employment opportunities in different sectors. According to analysts, people in 24 districts will benefit directly and indirectly from the project. Along with boosting crop production, the project is also expected to increase fish production and support economic growth in the region. The Padma barrage is not only a water control project, rather, it is part of a multidimensional national development initiative. United States Ambassador to Bangladesh Brent T. Christensen paid a courtesy call on Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed Bir Bikram at his office in সংসদ Bhavan today. During the meeting, Hafizuddin Ahmed said the journey of relations between Bangladesh and the United States had advanced since the country's liberation war in 1971. He recalled the contribution of former U.S. diplomat Archer Kent blood in support of Bangladesh during the liberation war, and said two countries were passing an important milestone in their friendly bilateral ties. The two sides underscored the importance of duty-free access for Bangladeshi products to the U.S. market. Ambassador Christensen congratulated the Speaker on his election to the post of Speaker of Jatiyo সংসদ. Besides Spanish Ambassador to Bangladesh, Gabriel Sistiaga paid a courtesy call on Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed Bir Bikram at his office in সংসদ Bhavan. During the meeting, the Speaker said bilateral relations between Bangladesh and Spain are excellent and friendly, noting that the European Union is Bangladesh's second largest export destination. He said the Spanish government could make a significant contribution to Bangladesh's economic growth by increasing foreign investment in the country. The Speaker also said the latest parliamentary election in Bangladesh was held in a free, participatory and fair manner. He added that election observer teams from the European Union and several other countries contributed to strengthening democratic progress by recognizing the credibility of the election, said a press release. Spanish Ambassador congratulated the Speaker on his election to the post of Speaker of Jatiyo সংসদ. Finance and Planning Minister Ami Khosru Mahmood Chaudhary said that the biggest challenge now is to recover from the fragile economy. This year's budget is focusing on protecting low-income people, expanding healthcare, building a business-friendly environment and a deregulated economy. He said this at a seminar titled Budget 2026-27 Expectations and Reality, organized by the Economic Reporters Forum ERF in the capital today. The Finance and Planning Minister said that the government's main goal is to reform the stock market, ensure accountability and build an inclusive economy free of corruption. The seminar was chaired by ERF President Daulat Akhtar Mala and moderated by the organization's General Secretary Abul Qasim. CPD Executive Director Economist Fahmida Khatun, East Coast Group Chairman Azam J. Chaudhary and BTME President Shaukat Aziz Russell spoke as special guests at the event. At the seminar, businessmen and economists emphasized investment in industry employment growth, solving the energy crisis and striking a balance between fiscal and monetary policy. Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed confirmed that the border guard Bangladesh BGB is on high alert against any illegal push-in or push-back activities. He said this while briefing journalists at conference room of Home Ministry in the Secretariat today. Regarding the case involving child deaths at Ad-Din Hospital, Home Minister underscored that post-mortems are essential for such cases. Without them, the accused may receive legal benefits due to a lack of evidence. Regarding Ramisa murder trial, Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed shared that significant progress was made in court today. While expressing hope for a fast-tracked verdict, Salahuddin Ahmed reiterated that the final judgment and the timeline for the ruling remain strictly under the jurisdiction of the court. Norwegian Ambassador to Bangladesh, Hakan Aral Gilbertsen, paid a courtesy call on Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed at the Secretariat today. During the meeting, the two sides discussed issues of mutual interest between Bangladesh and Norway, including investment cooperation in various sectors, climate change mitigation, and the Rohingya crisis. The minister said that the current government's foreign policy places the highest priority on national interest, sovereignty, and security, with its foundation rooted in democratic values, human rights, and the rule of law. Praising Norway's international leadership in addressing the global challenge of climate change, he noted that Bangladesh is one of the countries most vulnerable to climate risk. The Home Minister emphasized the need to further strengthen bilateral cooperation in renewable energy, environmentally friendly project and low-carbon technologies in Bangladesh through the Green Climate Fund, GCF, and Norfund's Climate Investment Fund. The Norwegian ambassador highly praised Bangladesh's recent socio-economic progress and said that Norway is now shifting its focus from traditional development assistance toward enhancing bilateral trade and investment. Referring to the shared values of Bangladesh and Norway, he said that cooperation and solidarity between the two countries on issues of mutual interest in the United Nations and other international forums would continue in the future. Also present at the meeting were Sarwar Jahan Chaudhry, political advisor at the Norwegian Embassy, and Dr. Ziauddin Ahmed, additional secretary of the political wing of the Ministry of Home Affairs. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has announced a 3-month nationwide public awareness campaign to combat the dengue situation across the country. Health and Family Welfare Minister Sardar Mohammad Shakawat Hossain announced the program while speaking to journalists after a meeting on dengue prevention and treatment preparedness held at the Ministry Conference Room at the Secretariat this afternoon. State Minister for Health Dr. M.A. Mohit and senior ministry officials were also present at the meeting. The Health Minister said that the awareness campaign will begin nationwide from next Saturday with the support of local administrations and the media. Noting that dengue cases are already being detected, he said that with the start of the dengue season, initiatives have been taken to further strengthen prevention and treatment measures without any delay. Health Minister Sardar Shakawat Hossain also said that doctors and nurses will receive training on the clinical management and treatment guidelines for dengue patients. As part of the initiative, healthcare professionals in all 7 divisions outside Dhaka, as well as in various districts, will be brought under special training programs. Social Welfare Minister Professor Dr. Ezerem Zahid Hossain has said that the government wants to make orphans skilled and self-reliant, not just provide them with shelter. He made the remarks today while briefing reporters after exchanging views with officials at the Department of Social Services in the capital's Agargaon. State Minister for Social Welfare Farzana Sharmin was also present at the event. Dr. Mohammad Abu Yusuf, Director General of the Department of Social Service Shah Mohammad Mahbub, and other senior officials were also present. Dr. Ezerem Zahid Hossain also said that the departments under the Ministry of Social Welfare are working to ensure the highest possible services for people despite limited resources. A delegation led by Chief of Social Policy for UNICEF Bangladesh Stanley Guava called on Deputy Speaker Barrister Kaisar Kamal at his Shanshad Bhavan office today. Appreciating UNICEF efforts in developing child-friendly budgets and policies even before the formation of the Parliamentary Caucus, Deputy Speaker Barrister Kaisar Kamal said it's possible to have a fruitful discussion by organizing a roundtable meeting with all the members of Parliament who will speak in the Parliament on the formulation of child-friendly policies. The UNICEF representative mentioned that there is a need for pre-budget briefings and roundtable discussions with members of Parliament as part of advocacy. Child rights, formulation of child-friendly policy, enhancement of budget allocations, social security and issues relating to various bilateral cooperation and also came up for discussion during the call-on. Social policy and economic specialist Mohammad Ashik Iqbal attended the program as member of UNICEF delegation. Communication specialist Faria Selim, communication officer Karishma Ahmed and concerned officials of Shanshad Secretariat were also present. Now international news.